Hello and welcome to my world of crochet. My name is Stine and today I'm here with you for a yarn talk video. So normally I'm sitting here with my tea, but today I have to admit that I'm actually on a cold glass of lemonade because it's a bit warm and humid here. So I did just not feel like tea for this particular moment. But yeah. So a few things has happened since the last yarn talk video. I finished 2 items and I almost finished a third, and the baby blanket is also going well under its way. So we're absolutely going to discuss a bit about those. But first, I would like to talk about my given name. It seems a few of you are, what should we say, a bit unsure about how to spell my name. So I'm going to give you some tips. I'm originally from Denmark in Europe, and there Stine is a very common name, and it actually deviates from Christine. So instead of saying my name is Christine, which it's not, you just say Stine, which is the last part of Christine, and yeah, just remove the Cre. So S-T-I-N-E would be my given name. So that's when I say Stine, is me. So yeah, I don't know if that helps anyone trying to understand what my given name is. I do hope it, and yeah, feel free to ask questions if you're not sure. I will also just make sure noted in the description box down below. Anyhow, let's talk about my current yarn projects. As you all know, I'm still working on the eternal baby blanket. Right now I'm busy with a row of white. It's still growing and it's growing nice. I estimate that I have about 20-ish, maybe or so rows to go before I'm done. And currently that's my main project, which I'm gonna be working on, as I have a few projects that I need to start on, and before I start on them, I have a few things we need to do together. And some of the others I also want to make tutorials for, so that just takes a bit more time before I can get started on those. That will at the earliest first be like sometimes next week. But don't worry, I do have videos planned for us. I have an ice yarn haul video coming up, and I do have the Bolero tutorial also coming up soon for you guys. So I also currently are in progress with finishing up the beanie for my dad, and right now it looks like this. I vlogged this plenty of times, 2 to be honest. To be completely honest, it's very warm. It fits me. I can just shortly. Don't promise me not to laugh. I'll take it on to show you guys. But yeah, so that's basically how we are looking right now. The basic beanie, but I want to make sure the length that my father desires it to be before I finish up the edging of it, and since that will go with my parents' home, I'm not sure that I will be able to show you guys this finished beanie, but I might actually make one for myself in the same yarn, and I'll show you that one once it's done. It's a simple, easy project, so I might actually just do that. So what did I else do? I finished a project. I finished a bread basket. As you know, and you have already seen the video of it, which is like one of my first from start to finish videos of creating this bread basket. I finished it. So I am absolutely going to test it out this week because my parents are on their way. And they will be here for a few days, and we'll most certainly enjoy some breakfasts together with some lovely bake-off breads, which is going to go into that basket. The last thing I finished last week is the virus shawl, and I got it blocked. I just need to get a nicely picture taken to put on my Instagram so you can see it in its full splendor. But here it is. I'm going to see if I can actually get it all up. If I get up here, maybe. I don't know if you can't even get it all up. But here it is. This is the virus shawl. I believe it's absolutely gorgeous. I love it. It's lovely colors. It's a lovely gradient. The pattern itself is amazing. It's absolutely great. So I'm going to look forward to wearing this in future videos for the winter, and just generally, I really enjoyed making this project. I absolutely enjoyed it 100%. So I'm going to fold this a bit together so it doesn't lose its nice shape and form. If I succeed somehow, at least. So yeah, I'm really happy on how this turned out in the gradient and the pattern. And many of you said you love it as well. So thank you. I'm really happy that you love it. And of course, due to many loving this, I promised to make a tutorial on how to make it, especially with the type of yarn that I've used, which is the Cotton Kings Sultan. So I actually have a suggestion here, is that you guys are going to help me to pick what cake I'm going to use for making this tutorial. So I have 2 cakes that I'm wanting to use to make the tutorial with, and you can choose between one or the other. The first one is, oh my god, I should have found the color in advance. Give me one moment, please. So I found it. The yarn I used, or not the yarn I used, the yarn I used for the virus shawl that you just saw is Cotton Kings in the Sultan, and it's called Fire Opal. So I want, of course, to make a tutorial in another color, so I have another color of virus shawl laying around, and I have 2 options for you to choose between. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk a bit about yarn, and then I'm going to throw a link down below to a survey where you can vote on whichever you think that I should make the tutorial from. And on Tuesday or Wednesday next week, I need to figure that out, I think. I'll let it run until Tuesday evening my time. So like Wednesday morning my time, the yarn with the most votes is the one that I'm going to make this tutorial from. Okay? So the first option is this lovely cake from Cotton Kings, which is the Sultan again, as earlier mentioned. It's colorway 29, which is called Rainbow Purite. So that's a kind of a stone, but it is rainbow. It starts with this purple, and the inside goes blue, green, yellow, and I would call it pinkish or so, neon pink, but or neon red maybe, I don't know. But hey, I'm gonna link again to the survey where you can pick this one if this is the one you would like to see the virus shawl in. It's 100% cotton, and it's 200 grams, and they come in these 4 thin strands, which you hold together to make the full strand. It's a fine yarn. Can be washed at 30 degrees. They recommend a crochet hook size of 3.5 to 4 millimeters. I use a 3.5 to make the tutorial with, because that's also what I've used to make the other virus shawl with. So this is option 1. We get 800 meters for these 200 grams, and it's gorgeous. So that's option A, Rainbow Purite. Option B is this lovely skein. This lovely skein is colorway 54. It has the same specs, of course, as the other yarn. It also have these 4 strands that you hold together. And the colorway 54 is called Amolite. So yeah, except for having the exact same spec, this is yarn option B that you could pick for me to make the virus shawl from. It comes with a very, very bright orange, which goes into yellow, green, and a teal on the outside. So option B. And now we hold them here up together so you can see the two options we have. Option A and option B. So they're both kind of rainbow-like colors, where this is more neon-like or pastel. Maybe pastel is really the right color, so it's more pastel-like. And this is much more brighter in its colors. And yeah, I would like you guys to choose which of these two yarns that I am going to make the very short tutorial in. So find that link down below, do your vote, and may the best yarn win. Except for that, I think we got most of it covered for this time around. And as always, if you have reached this point in the video and you are still watching, thank you so much for supporting me. It's so appreciative of your support. And I feel I'm slowly getting to know some of you guys, which is really, really nice. If you're a new viewer to this channel, thank you for the watch. Hit the subscribe button and ring the little bell so that you get notified whenever I post tutorials, yarn haul videos, and much more. Yeah, that's about it. And yeah, we will have a yarn haul video coming soon from Ice Yarns. It's gonna be within the next week. The tutorial from the Bolero is also going to come up very, very soon. So yeah, stay tuned. I wish you all a great and yarny day. Bye.